When it comes to family and business, it was a whole lot to juggle. I had 3 children, so I had to find a way to take care of my children, take care of my husband, and take care of my clients. It was hard, but also being raised by the type of grandmother that I had, I learned a lot of structure from her. So what I did was I hired Tamika Bartholomew to watch my children, and I hired an assistant, Deneen. I had to start integrating other people into helping me. My husband worked, so I didn't want to put a lot of pressure on him with having to go to work and coming home and taking care of kids. So I don't know, he basically did what he needed to do, and then I did what I needed to do as far as the business part and the children part and the cleaning up the house part and the cooking part.
Well, when she was first starting out, she was trying to get her name out, and she was really, I guess how they say, overbooking. You know, she would work from 7, 8 o'clock in the morning till late at night, and she was doing it for the family, you know, so we can have more. Because we started out, we didn't have much. We was living in a trailer. Not that there's anything wrong with living in a trailer. I'm not gonna say that, but it was home. But she wanted more for us. So sometimes, you know, you got to make sacrifices, and I think, you know, that's what she was doing, not realizing, you know, that, you know, the kids could have been suffering or whatever. It was for the good of the family. That's why it wasn't no negligence on her part.
It was hard. It was a hard struggle. If I had to do it all over again, I would have definitely structured it much differently. I would have definitely structured it where my family was more priority than my business. At that time in my career, my business was more priority than my family was. It was like that. I thought like that because I wanted people to know that I cared about my business. And I automatically, you automatically think that your family already know that you love them. So I wanted to put more emphasis in my business because I wanted my clients to know that I love them. I didn't think I needed to prove my love to my family because I felt that it was already there. So I focused more on my business than I did my family. I did make sure that they were taken well attention to. But if I had to do it all over again, I would have structured it much differently. Missed a lot of time with my children. With my oldest son, Brandon, I missed a lot of time. I could still see him right now sitting on the step, waiting for me to go to the football game that I promised him that I was going to go to. And I could still see him waiting on the step for me. And I told him I can't go because, at that time I didn't have appointments and people were still coming. And I could remember going on the porch of the salon and telling him I can't go. And he hung his head and his dad came out and said, "Come on, let's go to the game. Your mom can't come." But if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have did it that way. Yeah. got a point in my career where no longer need to live in a trailer. I could buy me a house. So me and my husband said, we're going to get a house. We get a house. Not only do we get a house, we say, I don't have to work in this salon. Let's get a better looking salon. Let's really build it up. And then, boom, stuff started crashing down at that point. Because, I don't know, look like when people start to see that you're moving up or you're doing better, you start getting a lot of hate. You know, one of the comments I heard was, so y'all gonna continue going get y'all hair done by her so she could buy an even bigger house? So the hate comments started coming to me about certain things that were being said. And that's one of the reasons why I wish I would have focused all of my love on my family. It was a lot of sacrifice. My dream still is to, when people say my name, it wasn't until I went on a job interview and someone asked me, who are you married to? And who is his father? And I said, oh, his father is Jack Gross. And the whole room lit up. And it was like, I know that man. He was a good man. And that is what I wanted for my children. I wanted when somebody said my name for legacy. Because this is more than just a brand. This is more than just a business. It's a legacy. I want to leave a legacy for my children. But when somebody say my name, they'll get the same response that I received when I said my father-in-law's name. Jack Gross. Still today, I say Jack Gross, and it's like, you gotta be good, because if you associated with Jack Gross, you have to be a good person. You have to be good. So that's what I wanted for my children. That's why my struggle was so hard with the business, because I want to leave a legacy for them. I want to leave a legacy for my son. So when people say my name, they'll think great things. And they'll feel that he's great because he's a product of me.